So in this video, I'm going to talk about three things that can boost your energy. I'll talk about the three problems that result in low energy and what to do about it. At the end of this video, I'll share some free resources that can help you if you're interested in having more energy. So the first problem is that our nervous system is dysregulated. This means that it's in survival mode. And in this mode, the body doesn't heal. And energy production is switched off. That means you use up your energy and you don't replace it. That's going to result in an energy overdraft. Now, this nervous system dysregulation can be driven by the physical symptoms you're experiencing. So, for example, if someone is exposed to a virus, that's going to cause physical symptoms. If you have an ongoing health issue, that's going to affect your body. And we know that the body can affect the mind. We also know that nervous system dysregulation can be driven by the mind. For some people I work with, they said they experienced this dysregulation before they had CFS, so they were experiencing a lot of stress. For some people, they developed it when they experienced CFS. So the solution to this is that we need to learn to regulate our nervous system. And you can learn. And when you do that, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system response, the rest and digest branch of the parasympathetic response. In this state, the body can heal, the body can produce and store energy. There are other benefits, and I talk about that in one of my other videos. If you want to watch that video, then comment 3 below this video. I'll send you the link. So the second problem is that we can be disconnected from our body and our intuition because we didn't learn how to process the sensations and the emotions that we experience. This results in dysregulation. And one common strategy is when we experience discomfort in our body through physical sensations and emotions, we kind of go to our head and we create thoughts, beliefs. I'm not good enough. I'm not enough. I'm not safe. And that this means that our body is in a dysregulated state. And we learn to disconnect from the signals our body is giving us, which can actually help and guide us. So the solution to this is to learn to tune in. Firstly, to learn to connect to our body and connect to our intuition. So, for example, if your energy is low, you're able to discern what you need. And it might be an internal response. You might think, actually, I need some deep rest. And when we achieve a deep state of relaxation, we're accessing the healing state and the body can heal. It might be you need to process the sensations or the emotions you're experiencing. Because when we press down or ignore our emotions, we're kind of blocking our energy, and that can have a massive impact on our energy. I once had the experience of a friend asking me, how's things with a certain person in my life? And just the question drained all the energy out of my system because I just found dealing with this person overwhelming until I came up with a strategy for dealing with that person. So in that nanosecond, my energy is just drained out of my system. My friend noticed that and he said, what's just happened? You've just gone grey. Okay. And that was a big insight for me, how our mind can affect our body and our energy. I could tell you other examples of that, but I'll save that for another time. It might be that we need an external response. It might be you need some connection, some fun, or some stimulation. It might be that you need some food, or it might be you need some movement. The third problem is that for many of us, our operating system is the fear operating system. Okay, it's like we've installed software that means our mind runs a lot of fear. Okay, and if our mind practices fear, then we're training our brain to get good at fear. The solution is training. Some people call it brain training, but actually we're training our mind to change the brain. So the solution is training. Okay, some people call it brain training. Actually, we're training the mind to change the brain. Now, you start doing this when you start practicing those nervous system regulation techniques. I'm going to tell you at the end of this video how you can get a nervous system regulation technique. You start doing this when you tune in to your body and your emotions. And you can do this by learning techniques for training your mind to install the trust operating system. So you uninstall the fear operating system. Now, there are other strategies that you can employ to help build your energy. Nutrition, healing the gut. Some people go down the supplements route. I encourage you, if you do that, to do that in a supervised way. And some people go down the medication route. Now, a couple of things to consider about medication is, number one, what are the side effects? Often I chat to people and they haven't looked into what the side effects are, and they're taking medications which cause fatigue, which is the very thing they're trying to get rid of. And the other thing to consider is this medication just going to be a short-term thing? Is it going to be a long-term thing? Is it addressing the root issues? So I said I'm going to share some free resources. I have a free resource called the Flip the Switch exercise. And this is a strategy for connecting to that best version of you, that wise part of you that has shown up many times and handles situations in resourceful ways. And when we do this, this actually activates the parasympathetic nervous system response. So if you'd like that technique, comment Flip, and I will send you the link to that and other resources. If you're watching on YouTube, I've popped the link below this video. If you've got any questions, if you'd like to know more about what I do, get in touch. Keep going. You've got this. Wishing you great health.